Welcome to the Abyss. We're back today playing more Slay the Spire. And today we're going to play Defect, which means we are going for our second consecutive Ascension 20 win, which is absolutely crazy to me. For context, I have beaten Ascension 20 on Defect 4 times in my life. And I'm really surprised that I actually got a win on my first episode attempting Ascension 20. Did take me 3 tries, but it's still a huge deal to me. So, the fact that I get to go for 2 in a row this soon is mind-blowing to me. And I definitely do not expect it to happen, but I'm going to try. We're going to do our best. Try to make good decisions here. As long as we're talking about what decisions are good, I think that Burning Elite on the left there is absolute death. That is way too early to fight a Burning Elite reasonably, I think. If we get bad card rewards. Yeah, we just die. That said, I might take a path that at least gives me the option. I'm thinking I'll start on these 3 combats. Maybe we'll get crazy good card rewards and I'll feel emboldened to try that Burning Elite. I am not expecting that to happen. But I like starting there because we can go to a fire on the right and I can take an elite immediately after that, and then we can get another fire, another elite later on. Or if the deck is feeling really weak, I could take a path that goes right again and get another fire, potentially a shop and another fire, or a later elite. Yeah, I like the options that path affords me. And I'm going to grab a random common relic for no downside, because I'm not a huge fan of choose a card or max HP. Max HP does really nothing to help me win fights. And we get a happy flower, which is a little bonus energy every 3 turns. You won't hear me complain about that. Let's see. Maybe the play is full block here. I don't think so, though. I'm going to take 2 to get a lightning orb in play. That way we can hopefully kill this guy very quickly with 2 dual casts. Take 2 more here. Because the Jawworm's a jerk. And yeah, kill him. Didn't even need the other dual cast. That worked out. Okay. I don't think Claw is probably going to be the play. Reinforced Body is a solid block card. We are facing Slime Boss. These are definitely not the cards I would need to fight the Burning Elite. I could also see taking a hologram here. I don't hate an early hologram. Doesn't do much now. Can get me Zap or Dual Cast. That's about all it's really doing. But I don't love these other options here. Let's go hologram. A lot of potential in that card. Can do great things later. Is it going to do them now? I'm not sure. This is a rough draw. I wish I had a strike. We're probably just going to dual cast, defend, hologram. What if I defend, hologram, defend? Take a really slow path through this fight. That blocks 13. 13 is the incoming damage. Let's do it that way. Play a little defensive here. Try not to get slapped around by the lice too much. Okay, and already I'm happy with that decision. So, let's punch the one in the back, since he's dealing more damage. And full block again. Now, once again, we should be able to full block this fine. And let's break the curl up on this one. No, deal damage to the back one. I might need to be able to kill him next turn. Oh, he dies this turn. Nice. Alright, now we don't get attacked, which means we win. And a ball lightning. Awesome. Give me that. Very happy to get more lightning into the deck. I think I'm gonna zap strike here. Slightly less damage that turn. But it might allow me to kill, although not with this draw. Right? That's 7 plus 9 is 16. Not happening. So we'll just take my 1 damage and get out of here. Okay, since none of these are attack cards, I'm perfectly happy grabbing a charge battery. It's a good block card. I always like to have one of those in my deck. And we're going to take the golden idol for sure. Lose some max HP. And no current HP. And unless this is the, like, event of the gods, I don't even know what it would have to be. I don't think I'm fighting that Burning Elite. Upgrade to 4 health. Sure, give me 2 random upgrades. Alright. Perfectly happy with that. That's more damage. And I am going to go right, I think. Yeah. Let's upgrade Zap or Hologram. Let's get Zap first. Although maybe Zap is less important with the Happy Flower. I think I want it upgraded so I can get it with Hologram and play it again for 0 cost. And yeah. Let's try an Elite. It's Gremlin Knob. Not great. I don't know how we match up here. We could take a lot of damage. Feels like I have to dual cast. And I'm not going to play any block cards. Okay. Strike. If I play Zap, I die. If I Hologram Strike, we still go down to 1 health. Might just be dead here. This is definitely the worst matchup for me. Oh. I forgot that that doesn't block enough. Yeah, we're just dead. Now I have to defend. And I'm dead. Cool. Well, don't have to worry about winning 2 in a row. That was a really rough start, though. No attacks into Gremlin Knob, I don't think, is ever something you're going to win. And that would have been a burning Gremlin Knob, so obviously that was never going to happen. But that's fine. Maybe we'll get a free Elite with Niao's Lament here. Ooh, we could get a free Burning Elite with Niao's Lament. That sounds like a good way to start a run. Do have to dodge 3 events, but let's try it. Alright. Let him die to lightning. We get an attack potion. And I'll grab a sweeping beam. Decent area damage. Okay, we're not getting a free Elite. Lovely. Couldn't dodge 1 event, let alone 3. Give me white noise. Upgrade 2. Sure. 2 strikes. Amazing. Golden idol again. Lose the health. Kill some lice. And die to the Burning Elite. Probably. Oh, you again. Lovely. I'm sure this is going to go better this time. Feels like I absolutely have to use attack potion here. Meteor Strike, huh? Okay. Maybe we can win this. So I think what I do is I dual cast first. Then we play Meteor Strike. And then I'm going to strike. And I don't want a sweeping beam here, so let's just strike again. Alright, beam cell, strike, strike. Don't block here. We're going to need a really lucky redraw to kill next turn. We didn't get it. Not surprised at all. I think I just skip white noise here. Try to preserve my health as best I can. And hopefully redraw enough damage to kill. Okay. We beat the Gremlin Knob. We get a bottled flame, which I don't love. Take the money and the key. Reprogram, huh? Probably don't want to do a reprogram deck. Also not super interested in bottling any of these attacks. I guess we could do the bottled beam cell. Yikes. Reprogram. Reprogram just doesn't work most of the time. I already have 2 strikes upgraded though. I gotta talk myself into trying to reprogram? Fuck it. How often do you get an early reprogram? And I think that means I don't even want to bottle anything because I want a better chance to draw reprogram turn 1. So, skip relic. Always feels bad. Probably need to rest here. Yeah. Let's rest here. I'm not fighting another elite on 30 health. We'll take an event. Early shop. I can have Clockwork Souvenir to go with my reprogram. That's an idea. Is it a good idea? Probably not. Alright. Yeah, give me Clockwork Souvenir, I guess. And I can have a Cold Snap too? Sure. We can maybe have the best of both worlds here. Or I can play Reprogram to get more stats but not lose focus. Take a Horn Cleat for sure. And then let's smith the Reprogram, I guess. Go big or go home, they say. And I'm going to try to path through this next elite. So let's go right here, since I already saw the shop. I wouldn't hate upgrading Beam Cell or Sweeping Beam. If I click on this at all, I probably have to rest instead of taking that upgrade. You can always upgrade Beam Cell before the boss, though. Sure, give me an amazing relic in 3 clicks or less. 1. I should probably only click 1 more time, honestly. Yeah. No relic for me. So let's just rest and lose an upgrade and not get a cool relic. Probably should have just not clicked it all there. But these are things I'm going to learn as we continue to play Defect on Ascension 20. Which is never going to be easy. At best, you'll get, you know, Focus and Frost. And then it maybe feels easy a little bit, but it's never really easy. Okay. Tell me I can kill. Alright. Nice job, Lightning Orb. Lightning's got my back. He wouldn't let me die miserably in Act 1. Okay. All solid options here. If I feel like I need the damage, maybe it is Streamline. The fact that we're fighting Guardian tells me maybe I go Equilibrium instead. I don't have much damage. I probably need the Streamline more. Yeah, I'm going to take Streamline. And we're going to fight an Elite. Sure, this will go well. Get the Zap in play and wait a turn. Hopefully I'm going to be able to reprogram here. We get White Noise down. Machine Learning is useful. Really want to start with reprogram. And honestly, probably like Cold Snap Strike over Streamline. We'll see what we draw, though. Yeah, because I kind of want the Frost Orb in play more than I want to reduce the cost of Streamline. Maybe that's wrong of me, though. We're definitely playing reprogram here, since I get no downside for that the first time we see it. And yeah, I'm gonna Cold Snap Strike. We'll play Streamline some other time. Like now, when there is Vulnerable. Take a lot of damage here if I don't block at all. Let's see. I think I probably should block a little then, huh? Let's Beam Cell, Streamline, Defend. And I don't want to play Reprogram again because I want my orbs to continue doing things for me. Cold Snap is good here. And then let's just double defend. Take as little damage as possible. Hopefully kill this turn. I think with the Vuln we do. Okay. Not bad. And we get Eternal Feather. Alright. That makes me feel a little safer going into the boss. I also get a Core Surge, which allows me to play Reprogram a second time without losing focus. So we're going to take that. And since I get Eternal Feather, we can get an upgrade. Probably either Beam Cell or Streamline. Let's get Beam Cell upgraded. Extra turn of Vuln feels important. Alright. Pretty solid turn 1 here. I get to reprogram the first time, and then we Beam Cell Streamline. Pretty close to transforming it. Hopefully we can do that. We do have bonus block if we can't. Looks like we can though. So I want to, let's see, Sweeping Beam first. Yeah, this is good. So I want a Core Surge now to deal the most damage. And then we Cold Snap to get the Frost Orb in play. So now I can reprogram again. This is pretty cool. Can't say I've ever had a deck like this. Let's White Noise. I'll play Electro, because it's going to move my Frost forward and allow me to block here. So, that sounds good. And yeah, just get the other Lightning in play. Keep dealing that passive damage. Okay. I was really hoping I would have drawn Reprogram by now. This is fine, though. We don't take much. I'm going to dual cast here. Keep the damage going. And tell me I can transform right now. We play that anyway. 16, 32, and 12. 32 and 12 is exactly 44. Awesome. Even had lightning damage there I didn't need. Alright, now I definitely reprogram a second time. No reason not to. And I think I take a tiny bit of damage to play Streamline here. Because we have the Vuln down. That's good damage. And I want it to cost 0. So, take 5 to play that. Feels like a worthy trade. And then I'm going to defend, Cold Snap. That full blocks for me. Feels like we're getting through this fight. Well, I don't want to be too hasty here. This is a free turn, right? Just defend, Streamline, strike. Yeah, feels like a win. Feels like we're going to Act 2, at the very least. So that's pretty cool. Can have a real Electrodynamics, or I can have a Seek. Both good options. Seek for Reprogram could be nice. Get my stats boosted right away while before an enemy eats this Clockwork Souvenir on me. Then we can always reprogram Core Surge a second time. Plus I can upgrade Seek to get the Core Surge too. And I don't have any focus right now. Which means maybe this Electro isn't as good. It is really helpful for Act 2 though. A lot of multi-enemy fights. 2 out of 3 elites. I would love to have Electrodynamics. Not sure what the right play is. I'm going to go Seek here. And, yikes. Don't think I'm strong enough for Black Star. I have 1 shitty potion, which does not make me want to take Sozu. So, I guess we're taking Philosopher's Stone. I mean, this is an early Black Star. Could allow us to get really strong. A lot of the relics would be nice with this type of build, too. kunai or shuriken would be amazing. Ornamental fan would be amazing. Maybe I don't need the energy that much? Philosopher's Stone is really scary. Let's go Black Star. We'll find a turbo, right? Surely that's going to happen. Okay. Decent amount of money here. Don't know if I want to go to that early shop. Where my elites at? Looks like there's 1 3 elite path and it's kind of sketchy. Maybe not. Can I handle it though? We're gonna find out. Black Star is usually feast or famine. You either get really crazy strong from getting extra relics from all the elites you fight, or you just get absolutely destroyed by the first elite you fight and you never have the chance to accumulate those relics. I like this path on the right though, because I can go fire elite, take another fire if I need it, or go to a shop if we feel like we want the money instead, and then I can take another elite after that. The only thing I don't like about this path is the 4 combats right at the beginning. We're probably going to have to rest before this first elite. But we have Eternal Feather, right? So surely we'll be fine. This is just play all the cards. Could seek here. Really need 0 cost things to seek for, apparently. Or a turbo. We're going to get turbo from this fight, though. And then we're going to get our seek upgraded. And things are going to be amazing. Let's see. Reprogram here for sure. Play White Noise. Okay, not helpful. Thank you, White Noise. I guess I just Cold Snap then. So I'm going to want block this turn. Yeah, it's a rough turn. I guess we just defend. Thinking dual cast? Yeah. Need to deal damage here. Take 10. I was worried we were going to chunked down in these fights. It's definitely a possibility. We kill there, though. Consume is funny. I don't think it's that good, though. I like Rebound with Beam Cell and with Reprogram. And with Streamline. Rebound solid. Give me Rebound. You really want a bunch of copies of Hologram when you're doing this reprogram nonsense. So hopefully we'll see some copies of Hologram. Don't have to deal with Hex here, which is nice. Nice little bonus. I could have taken more damage with the Strike Plus, but I felt like I just wanted to... What did I feel like? I wanted to get the Cold Snap in play. That's what I felt like. I guess I just seek for a defend here. Kind of boring, but does a trick. Or I could seek for Core Surge and play the Reprogram. Maybe I like that better. Blocks a little less, but I think it helps the fight in the long run. More? We just take 9. Okay. And now we win. Energy Potion. That's cool. And a Hologram. Give me that. Alright. So, I can avoid confusion if I don't play this Reprogram here. How important is this Reprogram in this fight? Feels important in every fight, honestly. I'm gonna play it. We'll deal with the confusion. Hopefully I wasn't wrong to do that. Get the free block this turn. Feeling like I was wrong to do that. We get creative AI though. That could help out. But is it gonna help out? Draw with the sweeping beam. And it's not helping. Might need an energy potion here. That doesn't feel very good. Yeah, these costs are brutal. Guess I should have blocked the confusion, huh? Guess I play capacitor with my energy. No, it doesn't do anything. And we're just gonna die to the snake. Stupid snake. I can get reprogram right now. Don't know that I want to play it. Nothing is 0 cost. Oh no, sweeping beam is 0 cost. I guess hologram sweeping beam then. Maybe that'll draw me a miracle. Yeah, more high cost shit. Well, take a bunch more damage here. Not dead yet. Getting close though. I don't have any orbs in play. Let's just reprogram here. Oh, and I'm dead, aren't I? If I can't kill. But I can kill. Oh no. One short. Awesome. Alright. That was tough. We're going to play one more run today. And third time was the charm last time on Defect. So maybe that's going to happen again. Or maybe this will be a really short episode. Okay. Another shot at Nyauslamat. Another potential free elite. Once again, I have to dodge 3 events. Rare colorless for all my gold. Could be cool. I don't like giving up all my gold, though. So I'm eyeing the path that goes through that fire and the elite in the middle, then another fire, then the shop, then the later elite. It feels like the most reasonable option. That path on the left with the burning elite just feels like utter death to me. There's no way. You have to fight an elite before and after the burning elite, and there's no resting to be had until you get through all of that. Yeah. That is like death wish. You have a death wish if you take that path. I'm going to try Niao's Lament again. And maybe we'll get lucky this time and get a freebie. Alright, beam cell. Cool. No freebie. Awesome. Alright, today's clearly not my day. I can have reprogram again. Alright, well it worked so well last time. I'm sure that's going to happen again. Take a curse. No. No, I don't want a curse. Give me max HP, I guess. Alright. Smoke bomb. Okay, we're not going to die. Give me a charge battery. And I'll trade some health for some money. So we are going to a shop. Just going to upgrade reprogram here. I think. Maybe we get a proper reprogram build going. Might have to smoke bomb the gremlin knob here. That's a really bad turn 1. And I have shit for attacks. Yeah. See ya. Okay. Another wonderful start to a run today. Let's see. 9, 18, 21. Yeah, not even close. Okay. I was just doing some math, seeing if I could kill the louse in the back. Which we can't. So... I think I actually want to kill Fungi Beast first. Which is not usually what you want to do. But now, I think that's going to pay off. So let's just double defend, dual cast, and play Zap. And now we should kill this guy easily. Yep, 1 strike. Alright. Cool-headed. With reprogram. Take a melter. Take a white noise. I'm not a huge fan of melter. Give me white noise. Bottled Lighting. I can bottle reprogram. Sure. Let's do bottled reprogram. This will never backfire in a million years. There's no way that it possibly could. I honestly think I'm going to remove Zap now. And we're going to think about trying to remove dual cast after that. Which is certainly a way to go. I don't know if it's a good way to go. And I think I just want to strike the back one. Don't need white noise in this fight. I need to kill this guy before he attacks me. Okay, I get to block for a shitload. So that's cool. Yeah, ideally now we find some plasma orbs. And then we get the best of both worlds. We have orbs doing stuff for us. Even without focus. Fire potion, that could be very helpful. And give me an auto shields, I guess. Because I'm committing. I'm committing to no orbs. Or no focus, rather. And it's probably going to go horribly. It doesn't work very much. It can work. Do I take FTL here? Maybe I take FTL. We definitely remove Zap. Always feels bad. I just noticed this prismatic shard hanging out down here too. That's kind of funny. Can I afford shard and card remove? That is... Hold on. My brain hurts when I try to do math too much. That is 37 and 25. Yeah, we're good. Let's do shard card remove. Buy Zap. Now we're going to find stuff that doesn't interact with focus more consistently. So maybe that's going to make this reprogram amazing. It's a strong sarcasm in my voice there that I'm sure you didn't pick up on, but I do not believe even a little bit that this is going to work. I guess we beam cell and charge battery here. Wake up next turn with dual cast, strike, strike. Slightly better than this turn. Yeah, dual cast while I still have focus, because that's not going to last long. And I'll play Idle Shields for fun. Alright, reprogram every time we see it. And I think I should probably take 5 here to strike. Alright, this is a good turn. Alright, this is a bad turn. I think we're going to be fine, though. We're counteracting his debuffs. Yeah. Alright. And we get a Maw Bank, so we'll have money later. Block Potion's pretty cool. True Grit versus Leg Sweep. Those are some options. Also, Pummel Strike. Maybe Pummel Strike is actually the best here. It draws for us. It gets us back to Beam Cell and reprogram fastest. Although True Grit kind of does that too, doesn't it? Let me exhaust like dual cast since it's going to be bad. And other cards. Like slimes, I guess. I think I don't want Leg Sweep since I'm only on 3 energy right now. Although we do have the charge battery for energy. I already added charge battery and auto shields. I'm gonna go Pummel Strike. I wouldn't hate a True Grit though. Crucially, I think I like the upgrade on the Pummel Strike better though. Draw 2 seems good. So I'm going to take that. And let's take another combat. Because I want more zany, crazy card rewards. Dual cast first. And then reprogram charge battery. Take 2. Now we just block. Oh, I had extra energy there. That was stupid of me. Hopefully I don't get punished for that by getting my money stolen, and we didn't. Okay, cool. Got my money back. All for one. or second shot at equilibrium. All for One is cool with the beam cell and future zero cost cards we get. It's also All for One's good in this kind of deck. Reprogrammed decks usually like All for One a lot. If we get a turbo, it gets amazing. It becomes amazing. And I think even with just the beam cell, I'm gonna like having this. This is like a card for later, but I'm gonna take it now because now is when I'm being offered. And what's my best upgrade? Probably Pummel Strike, yeah? I don't care that much about White Noise. Yeah. Let's upgrade Pummel Strike for draw 2. And let's see how Slime Boss goes. We could lose here. Alright, already happy with the All for One. Because I go reprogram first. Not going to bother dual casting that lightning, which is a shame, but we don't have the energy for it. More important to reprogram, beam cell, All for One, beam cell. Now we have Vuln through the first phase here. And hopefully we're going to get a really good split next turn. If we bottom deck Pummel Strike, I'm going to be sad. We might have to use Fire Potion. Let's see how it goes, though. Alright, we did not bottom deck the Pummel Strike. I might need to use Fire Potion anyway, since we didn't draw the best here. It feels reasonable, though. Let's see what White Noise says. White Noise has Have a Hello World, which I actually don't hate in this fight. And yeah, I don't have any area damage. I'm kind of afraid of Slime Boss, so I'm going to use this Fire Potion here. Hopefully 28 is a good enough split that we can get out of here. Alright, there's area damage. Amazing. Nice job, Hello World. And I get to play Slime. Okay. Looking like we're getting out of here, at the very least. I guess I have to block a bunch this turn. Oh no, that splits. We're fine. Just split them and play Slime. I mean, just reprogram, right? No reason not to. Give me bonus energy for next turn. It's going to be a huge deal. Yeah, we win. Alright, back to Act 2. Barricade, Judgment, and Impervious. Barricade on Defect is wild. Although, it makes auto shields horrible. Maybe I just take Impervious. Very ironclad start to this deck. That's not usually a bad thing. That's funny, because when I just had Prismatic Shard on Ironclad, and it was a very Defect-heavy deck. So we're getting the inverse now. I'm going to grab Impervious. That's just a nasty block card. And we're going to get Nuclear Battery. Yes! Pyramid's also amazing. You would make me choose between Runic Pyramid and Nuclear Battery. The thing is this this orb is almost never going to get evoked. So this is just 4 energy for free, basically. And it can allow me to potentially get a Meteor Strike in play. Runic Pyramid is great. It's really good with the Impervious. Auto shields. It's good with everything. It's good with All for One. This is a tough call. I mean, I asked for Nuclear Battery. I can't just ignore it, right? Sorry, Pyramid. We're generating some energy today. I got a reactor going in a little jar there. Okay. I don't have enough money for 2 shops to be good. I don't trust myself against that early Burning Elite. So I guess we're doing Burning Elite Act 3. Always my favorite. I don't think I'm very good at elites here, though, if I'm being honest. Not until we get more zero-cost cards to go with the All for One. Or copies of Hologram to get the reprogram back. Or even a Rebound I would take. Yeah. Let's go through a few events and get that shop in the middle. And then we'll think about fighting that elite that's right before Champ. Or we'll just be a pussy and fight Champ without fighting elites. I wonder if I just deal damage here over playing reprogram. That can't be right, right? Let's reprogram Pummel Strike. Okay. Kind of awkward getting all of my attacks this turn. Yeah, literally nothing but block in the drop pile. Love it. Well, we're going to be blocking like a champ, though. I'm a professional blockhead. Alright, Impervious. Nice. Alright, I get to play White Noise for free. That's cool. Machine Learning. I would love a real copy of Machine Learning. Decks like this need a shitload of draw. We're going to jump it. Which is why I took this Pummel Strike over the True Grit. And yeah, we're going to jump at the first skim that we see, which is hopefully going to happen soon. I guess I just block and strike once. Little disturbing how little damage we're dealing to this guy. At least I can get Beam Cell back, and that lets me kill. Alright, already happy with the All for One. Energy Potion's pretty cool. And honestly, second Beam Cell I feel like is the best thing here. With All for One, I want more zero cost cards. Shrug It Off is actually pretty good too. I already have so much block though. And Streamline, I think it's too late for Streamline. Yes, it can potentially be zero cost. But I think if the fights go long enough for that to be the case, we're just having a bad time. And our regular attacks do enough with reprogram either way, right? I'm taking Beam Cell. And I don't want to Writhe. No, Innate Curse sounds horrible to me. We'll leave that coffin unrobbed. And this is a rough turn. This is just Shell Parasite doing what he does, though. And we only take one. What am I bitching about? Yeah, this is fine. It's White Noise here. Okay, White Noise has been kind of a bust so far. Let's dual cast. And I'm going to use this block potion here to full block this turn. Waiting for our Frail to wear off. Yeah, perfect. Now we play Impervious. And I'm just going to strike twice. Eat away at his armor. Now we're done being Frail. We should be able to block this no problem from here. Let's go Beam Cell. Pummel Strike first, I think. I was hoping to get the other Beam Cell. That's fine. Now I'm just going to Auto Shields, All for One, Beam Cell. Alright. Did have to spend a potion, but it looks like we got through this okay. And we're doing reprogram things, which just makes me very happy. With Strength, maybe this Sword Boomerang Plus is something I should think about. I kind of want the Piercing Wail, though. Piercing Wail is a really good card. Sword Boomerang. It can actually be kind of a letdown sometimes. The random targeting can get you into trouble. Yeah, let's take Piercing Wail. Don't want silence cards to be left out. Sundial. Sundial has huge potential here. I'm going to grab that. And maybe we're going to see an infinite happen. Like a old-fashioned Ironclad infinite, maybe. I think we just reprogram, Auto Shield, Strike, and lament my horrible first turn. Okay, good turn for Piercing Wail. Let's play that for sure. Then I'm going to Beam Cell, Charge Battery, All for One. Want to try to kill Chosen first here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Bird is swinging for the fences today. Give me a buffer. Okay, that's not useful. Do I even want to play that? Do I want to play this? I guess 2 orbs are fine. Because I still keep my lightning. God, we're taking a big hit here, though. Couple big hits. Would be more accurate. Yeah, impervious. Where were you last turn? Let's play the defend, I guess. Alright, Chosen's dead to lightning. Weak-ass lightning, though it is. It's enough. And I'm taking 7 more damage here. God damn it. This is a horrible fight. I feel like I got annihilated by Chosen recently as, maybe that was a... I want to say that was a silent run. Hey, Turbo. Yeah, Turbo is exactly the card we want to see. I'm going to take a nap here. Since I just got dumpstered by the fucking Chosen one. I don't like that guy. He's a jerk. Alright. Rematch against the Snake. Surely this one's going to go better, right? I'm thinking about Liquid Memories on reprogram right now. We can do that later if we need to, though. Alright, 0 cost impervious. Keep these things happening, please. Probably just play that. Does feel like a little bit of a waste. I'm gonna dual cast while we still have focus. Which is not gonna be much longer, I think. Okay. Let's Beam Cell Pummel Strike here. Okay, amazing. I guess I'm gonna Energy Potion to Piercing Whale. Or I can get Auto Shields. That takes 5. I guess that's better. Let's do that. Snake's being a jerk today. I don't know what this is all about. I don't care much for it at all, though. Alright. Look at these costs. Brutal. I'll take 1 here to deal 12. Because I want this fight to end. Like yesterday. Look at all these 3s and 2s. What is going on? There's no way I kill here, right? Not even fucking close. So what? We play Auto Shields, obviously. And then Beam Cell Strike is the same as Strike. Okay. Use all my energy that way. Take 14. Okay, reprogram. I still can't block. Snake sucks. Twice in one day. I don't need to take this from the Snake. This is rude. Rude and unusual punishment. And I still can't kill. Amazing. Let's dual cast for energy, I guess. So I can block more. Oh shit. I didn't realize I had energy left. Might have just thrown the run there. No, we're still alive somehow. Speed potion, lovely. Flex. Flex with all for one. Seems like a thing. I'll take that. And let's go buy a waffle, huh? Got any tasty waffles for sale? I'd love a waffle. No, we can have a membership card. That's not a waffle. Aggregate? Remove dual cast? Give me membership card. There's also calipers. The poor man's barricade. Although you don't have to play it like barricade. It's just kind of there. We do have impervious. And we're trying to make reprogram work. Which means stalling is something you want to do. It's also exactly all my money. Which means I don't think I can afford it if I buy membership card. And I think I'd rather remove dual cast. Let's go membership card. Remove dual cast. And I could buy meal ticket for health, except there's no shops coming. I don't like any of these potions. Give me Dark Shackles. Dark Shackles feels good. I can also get it back with All for One. Oh, I just noticed claws here. Claw, All for One do work together. But I don't want a claw, right? Certainly don't want to pay money for a claw. What kind of crazy person does that? No. No claws today. More healing. Okay. Maybe I can survive this fight. We'll see. I get to full block this turn at least. So that's a start. Probably going to use this potion, this speed potion, the first time it saves me a little bit of health. Which might be right now. Yeah, we block 13 if I use that, right? No, we block 12. Take 1. Let's see what we draw here. I'm gonna beam cell twice, pummel strike, all for one. That gets me turbo and beam cell. Cool. Play the turbo. White noise is gonna give me buffer. No, creative AI. All right. And yeah, I am going to use the speed potion since I didn't find any more block anywhere. Take 1, heal a little bit, hopefully keep getting potions. Okay, we flex, didn't even need to flex. We'll play the defragment, I guess, no reason not to. And we didn't buy calipers, so I'm not playing impervious. Okay, machine learning, strike, charge battery. We really want a Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike would turn this whole thing around. Be getting crazy. Silliness would occur were we to get offered a Meteor Strike. Acrobatics. Or backflip. I think I like the backflip better. Because I don't care about discarding. But I do want more block cards. And there's draws too. So give me backflip. Oh, God. Well, this was a fun run. I think it's over now. Especially with a draw like this turn 1. I'm going to keep that piercing wail around. It might bail me out for half a second. Okay, I can get turbo at least. We can make something happen here. Beam cell. All for one. Definitely have to play the turbo. We beam cell, backflip, flex, pummel strike. Okay. And then I can just white noise. Get a buffer. Okay. And full block. Maybe we're not dying just yet. Impervious blocks this turn. Amazing. Let's keep focusing on the one with the least health. And just play impervious. Play defend for fun. If I kill this middle one quick, we might have something here. It's not quick enough. 36. I need help from the lightning orb. Surely that's going to happen, right? Come on, lightning orb. You wouldn't let me down, would you? And this auto shield actually does nothing. So I guess I need an energy potion here to auto shields and charge battery. Okay. And lightning orb did not help out. So I'm glad I did that. We lose our buffer. Just sad. But I kill this guy. Dark Shackles here. Double defend. We're still alive somehow. Really needed to see all for one this turn. Maybe we're going to draw it though. Flex. Reprogram. Then beam cell. Then pummel strike. then all for play turbo, then all for one. Win. Well laid plans, you say. I've heard that's a good power, and it's got a free upgrade on it. I don't hate this cloak and dagger, but it's not well laid plans, so we're gonna take that. And I really don't feel like I can handle an elite right now. This deck needs so much help. What am I upgrading? I think I'm upgrading my health. And then maybe we can upgrade flex before champ. I have no potions, which I just feel like I cannot fight that elite with no potions. We get destroyed by pretty much all three of them. Maybe we can handle Gremlin Leader. I think Slavers just absolutely dumpster me without perfect draw order. And I don't know that we can kill Book of Stabbing fast enough. Even with the Piercing Wail and Dark Shackles. Maybe we're okay against Book of Stabbing. Again, I'm afraid. So, I'm gonna rest. Like a sleepy boy that I am. Apparitions. How much current health would I lose? Just 8? 8. We get 3 apparitions. No. These are amazing. I've won on the back of these before. I don't feel like they're that great here. I have a lot of block. Blocking is not really my problem. My problem is lack of card draw. And too many starter cards in my deck is another problem I have right now. So I don't want to add more cards. Let's refuse. Let's take another fight against the Shell Parasite. Round 2. Lovely. Reprogram, backflip. Guess Dark Shackles is fine this turn. All for one does nothing. So I'm going to strike, defend here. Take 0. Yeah, I would love if we could get the card draw to get the sundial working. That'd be amazing. Just gonna Impervious here. It's a fine turn to use that. Might take a little damage here. It's tough being frail and vulnerable at the same time. I think we just charge battery, defend, play well-laid plans. And I actually want to hold this Pummel Strike to potentially get some Vuln with it. Yeah, we do. We get Flex and Vuln. Cool, cool. And Auto Shields takes 1. I think that's worth it to play White Noise here. Probably not. White Noise is kind of bad now that I think about it. Since I'm not doing focus things. It's like 90% of what White Noise can do for you is give you focus. And stuff that interacts with focus. So. Kind of regretting that take. I don't need Piercing Wail, so I'm not going to waste it. I'll hold it. For a multi-hit turn, potentially. Yeah, like this one. Very nice. Let's see. All for one gets me Beam Cell Flex. That's got to kill, right? Flex. Beam Cell. Yeah. Cool. Ooh. I don't hate the True Grit. True Grit being back is amazing. I would need to upgrade it. But what about Calculated Gamble? That's a pretty damn good card. I think I'm going to go Calc Gamble here. Sorry, True Grit. Show up one more time. I'll definitely take the third one. And no potions into Champ is scary. Kind of want to upgrade the Flex, though. Or White Noise, so I can just get it out of my deck every time I see it. Not redraw it ever. Maybe I need to rest into Champ, honestly. Yeah. With no potions, I feel like I need to rest here. So that's what we're going to do. Give myself the best opportunity to go to Act 4 here. Alright, this is actually a pretty good turn one, because I get to play reprogram, I get to play well-laid plans, and we get the full block, and save energy for next turn. Like, that's the one thing this deck I have going for me with this deck, is the well-laid plans being here. Yeah, see, white noise is just junk. Pretty much every fight. It has been, and it will continue to be junk. Give me auto shields, defend, I guess. We really need to get this all-for-one combo going here. Which I think is happening right now. Gets us beam cell. The turbo's not worth it though, because I don't have any draw, right? So let's just beam cell, auto shields. Kind of don't want to waste the impervious. I feel like I need to though. Ideally, we're going to play reprogram a bunch, and then we'll scale with that, and then all our blocks will deal a bunch. Hold all for one turbo, I think. Okay, this is great. All for one gets me beam cell twice. So I don't think I bother with playing turbo here either. So what we're going to do is flex, all for one. Flex, beam cell, calc gamble. And draw poorly. Okay, we tried calc gamble. Gonna hold turbo defend here. I like having that turbo in my hand for when we get a bunch of draw, which it looks like is right now. Backflip here, again, because of the turbo. Gonna be able to play all this stuff, although this is not stuff I want to play. Yep, hold, I'm thinking hold turbo dark shackles, actually. No, because we have piercing whale coming. Hold turbo defend. Lots of turns of Vuln here, which is pretty cool. Definitely have to keep playing reprogram every time we see it. And then auto shields defend full blocks. And now I can do turbo all for one things. So let's do that. Auto shields defend, play turbo, all for one. Gives me all of these cards. Guess I didn't need the turbo back. It's fine though. And I want to keep... Let's keep defend dark shackles. Should keep me nice and safe here. Is this a turn for dark shackles? Kind of feels like it. Because I'm frail. Blocking is hard. Yeah, let's play dark shackles now. Guess there's no reason not to flex. Although it doesn't really do anything for me. Adds 2 strength to my all for one. I guess just auto shields, charge battery. Maybe I want to wait on the all for one with all this shit coming. Yeah, let's retain defend all for one here. We can get that flex back on a turn when I actually have attacks. Like right now. Problem is I want to draw first with Pummel Strike to try to get the beam cells. Because I don't have to. He's already vuln, right? Would be nice to play him multiple times, though. Yeah, let's Pummel Strike, looking for beam cells. Okay, we got one. That's cool. So then I beam cell, then I all for one. Then we flex, beam cell, strike. I'm going to hold defend piercing whale, I think. And he's still not under half health. So if we can have a really good turn this turn, we might have something here. Do I have to keep playing reprogram every time I see it? For sure. And is this a good enough turn? To put him below half health. Let's see. 26 and 10, 36. Feels like we could do more than that. I'm gonna wait. Hold, because we have the backflip coming with the turbo. I feel like we can have a much better turn next turn. So let's hold beam cell and strike. Yeah, plus we have sundial here. Okay, this feels like the right move. So, beam cell first. Let's backflip next, looking for flex potentially. Didn't get that. That's fine. Pummel strike. There's the flex. And we strike. Strike. Charge battery. Defend. Hold turbo auto shields, I guess. Alright. We need to do a shitload of damage this turn. Thankfully, we got all for one. So I think we can do that. All for one is going to draw me 1, 2. Just 2, I guess. Man, I need card draw in this deck bad. It's okay, though. These attacks don't do nothing. They're scaling. They're reprogramming. They do a decent chunk. We got them down to 100. I'm going to hold auto shields defend here. I'm going to have big attacks coming at me starting right now. Alright, I guess I just block as much as possible, which means reprogram, auto shields, charge battery, defend. Let's hold, strike, all for one. Still take a shitload of damage though. We need to kill him soon. I need to draw into a beam cell here. Alright, we got one. Gonna have to be good enough. So, we beam cell. Then all for one. Then flex, then beam cell. Strike, strike. Oh man. I'm surprised we won that. That was a scary fight. So here's the thing. Lesson learned is really cool because we are behind on upgrades. It's gonna be hard to land though. Seek is typically the best card on Defect, except we already have the card we want to seek for bottled. And this card breaks the game wide open. So I think we take Meteor Strike here. And we'd be very, very happy to have that. And now, I probably want more energy, right? So, Curse Key. We're probably going to get stuck with a curse that I can't remove. But I want upgrades. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get some one day instead of having to rest. And I'm afraid of Runic Dome. Runic Dome scares me. It also makes the Dark Shackles and the Piercing Wail really hard to use. So yeah, give me Curse Key and we'll deal with the curse. Hopefully it's not a really bad one. Hopefully True Grit's going to come back to me and we can just exhaust the curse. Okay, I get forced into a second elite after the Burning Elite. But then we can take more elites with rest sites. And there is, in fact, no shop for me to remove the curse. So we're going to have a curse with us. Alright, I guess I'll go to this early shop. And we'll see how things go. I'm going to reprogram here. The 5 energy per turn is amazing though, because now we can play Meteor Strike for sure when we see it, and we also it refunds energy because of our nuclear battery. So if we get this Meteor Strike going, we're gonna have a good time. I think I count gamble here, looking for block. Impervious, great, and well-laid plans. Let's hold defend Piercing Wail. I don't think I need energy from turbo that much. There's a Meteor Strike. So this refunds energy. So we play Beam Cell, Meteor Strike, deals 39 and gives me 2 energy back. And I guess we play Dark Shackles now. And backflip. Beam Cell wins. And I can have a second copy of Calculated Gamble. I mean, you take that, right? Another beam cell's fine. Maybe if that was upgraded, this would be a harder decision, but I'm going Cal Gamble. Call me a crazy gambler. And there's an Abacus here. And Master Strategy. I feel like you take both of those, yeah? I need card draw. This Flash of Steel isn't horrible either. Can I afford all that? I don't think so. Maybe we're not cycling the deck fast enough for Abacus to help. 2 calculated gambles, though. Definitely has potential to help a lot. Maybe I want Flash of Steel more. I'm hurting for attacks. It is card draw. It's going to deal a lot of damage. It gets returned with all for one. Yeah, I'm going Master Strategy and Flash of Steel here. And I can't afford a card remove. Sad, but that's how it is. What about buying some potions? Because potions heal me. Yeah, give me 2 potion. 1 potion. I took the wrong one. I thought I could afford both of those. $2 short. That's okay. Do I want that leap? Probably not. We got enough block. And give me an event, I guess. Falling. Yeah, I'll lose my Meteor Strike. Now, we're going to kiss this Defend goodbye. 26 gold? There's no shops coming? Take it. That's a very affordable red mask. And I'm afraid, so no. No, we're not fighting you. We're going to fight this Burning Elite. Giant Ted. I'm sure he's going to be easy. Let's reprogram. Flash of Steel. I'm going to gamble here. Okay, kind of worked out. I'm going to save the Impervious, though. So we'll take 2 here on purpose. Because Impervious can block a lot for us on a turn when he's doing a lot more. So now I get to flex Meteor Strike. That just seems like a thing you do. Then we Pummel Strike. Miss the all for one. Kind of sucks. I'm going to White Noise, though, and we'll play Capacitor. That's interesting. We're going to have a lot of energy once we get back around to Meteor Strike. Play Well-Laid Plans. Hold. Turbo's junk now, isn't it? I'm just going to hold Dark Shackles and Strike here. I want to play the Strike after we play a bunch of cards to get more value out of it. Okay. I think what I do is I actually play Beam Cell first here because I want a chance to redraw it with Master Strategy. So we go Beam Cell, Master Strategy. And I also wanted to play Master Strategy before Charge Battery so I could use Auto Shields here. So we play Auto Shields, play Charge Battery. Defend. I don't want to use Dark Shackles and Piercing Will, do I? We gonna die to Giant Ted? We might. I'm gonna wait on the Dark Shackles, take a little hit here, and just strike 3 times. Retain Dark Shackles, since it blocks more than I took there. Okay. Let's flex for sure and backflip, looking for good stuff. I guess Meteor Strike counts as good stuff. Probably all for one first. Really like to get... we have Vuln though. I kind of want to save the all for one for next turn. Feels like it's better then. We're going to have so much energy. Let's see. Meteor Strike for sure. And then I guess just Impervious. Keep waiting on Dark Shackles. Yeah, All for One has so much more potential. Next turn it can get me Flash of Steel, Beam Cell, and Beam Cell. Along with the Flex. And the Turbo if I let that go. So let's just strike here. Take 6 more. Hold Dark Shackles All for One. What we're really missing is ways to return Reprogram into my hand. We needed to play Reprogram like 3 more times already, minimum. We've played it once in this fight, which is not enough. Okay, so we reprogram. Let's defend and use Dark Shackles now. I want to be careful not to overdraw here. So let's Beam Cell, Pummel Strike. Alright, bottom deck the Beam Cell. I can draw it though. So let's do that. And then play the Beam Cell. Play the All for One. Get all these cards back. Flex. Now I can do silly Count Gamble things. With Flash of Steel drawing 1 for me. Is that worth it? I mean, it's going to get me block, right? Let's Flash of Steel right now. Oh, it also gets me energy. So, we don't take a ton if I play all this. Feels like I can do better, though. We have enough Vuln down. I'm going to Count Gamble. Yeah, see, now we get reprogrammed. We get Backflip. And then I can Flex and All for One. This returns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure I have room in hand. We do. So we'll get all those. Flex again. Then we'll play Beam Cell, Flash of Steel. I can't quite turbo to Meteor Hammer. But we kill anyway, so I don't need to do that. Alright, that was a scary fight, but somehow we got that win. Ceramic Fish is way too late to do anything. Is my damage so bad that I want a Streamline Plus? It might be. I still don't think I have enough draw, though. I'm gonna pass. We do have to fight another elite right now. Give me Streamline Plus. It's we only have to play it twice until we can return it with All for One. And that feels like it's going to be a big deal. And do I sleep now? We do have to fight another boss, another elite. We have to fight 2 more elites. There's no getting around that. So, feels like I want to sleep. Let's do that. I also have 1 potion that's not that great. Alright, not even Reptomancer. What was I afraid of? Let's reprogram for sure. Let's Beam Cell, All for One, Beam Cell. And Count Gamble on 1 seems like kind of a waste. I do have energy though. Let's do it. Okay, Master Strategy. It wasn't a waste at all. And I get to Streamline. And Flash of Steel. Okay, that was a solid turn 1. Decent chunk of damage there. Now hopefully we can block. Yeah, Dark Shackles does all the blocking we need it to. Well-laid plans is great here. It would be nice if I could block without Dark Shackles. It doesn't feel like I can, though. And we've already seen All for One, which is a shame. So I'm just going to Dark Shackles here. And I kind of want to hold Flex and Beam Cell for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully we can do a big Meteor Hammer here. Meteor Strike. Got Shogun Showdown on the brain. I do so love my Meteor Hammer, though. But Meteor Strike is potentially even better than that, so... And we're actually doing Meteor Strike reprogram things, which I cannot fucking believe this is happening right now. This is such a weird deck. Every time you get this, I'm just dumbfounded that it's actually working, kind of, sort of. I think we just block here. I feel like holding Meteor Hammer and or Meteor Strike and Calculated Gamble is the right play. So let's deal 1 with this strike for shits and giggles. And hopefully we're killing him here. Feels like I want to kill. Yeah, we're good, right? Easy peasy. Alright, what was I afraid of? Elites are easy. Wraith form? Oh my god. Oh, look, True Grit is making a liar of me, too. Because I said I would take the next True Grit I saw. But I didn't expect it to be up against Wraith form. I feel like we take Wraith form. Like a not crazy person. Sorry, True Grit. Surely the 4th True Grit is going to get taken. I have to take this curse. It sucks, but we're doing it. Bird-faced urn would be nice, but we don't get that because we need a key. And I didn't even see what that curse was. Shame. Alright. Could be worse. Now I'm going to upgrade my Wraith form. Because that's just a thing that you do. We have so much energy, too. It's going to be pretty playable. Okay, I'm not going to take 2 curses. That's just a tiny little chest. Probably has a boot in it or something. So, we're going to skip that. And we do, in fact, have to fight Reptomancer. Lovely. But we get Meteor Strike turn 1. As well as Master Strategy. So maybe we're fine? I'll use that energy potion if I need to. Let's see what Master Strat draws. Okay, it gets Turbo. I'm going to guess I don't need to. Let's flex, reprogram here. I'm going to Turbo to Meteor Strike this guy. And I could just Wraith form here. We don't have Retain yet. I'm going to wait on the Wraith form. And just strike this dagger. Can't let the daggers hang around in this fight. Bad things occur when you do that. And we might be doing that. And bad things are going to occur. Let's backflip first. Dare I count gamble here? I want to kill this one. I'd like to kill the top dagger though. Feels like I need to play Well-Laid Plans and Piercing Wail. And then I'm count gambling for 2. That doesn't seem worth it. What are the odds we get the draw? If I just Piercing Wail here and use Streamline to kill the bottom dagger, then what do we take? 20 from Repto, 3 from each dagger. 26. And I'm blocking 14. I'm going to do this a risky way. We're going to play Well-Laid Plans. I'm going to Streamline the top dagger. And we're going to count gamble for 3. Okay. Well, at least I can kill the back dagger. That definitely could have gone worse. We still take quite a bit. I was hoping to see Dark Shackles, maybe. Or Impervious. They're here now, though. What does All for One get me? Oh, we haven't seen either of the beam cells yet. That sucks. Gets me Flex, Turbo, and that's it. And Flash of Steel, I guess. Which maybe I can draw into one of those beam cells. Decent odds. Let's try it. Okay, we got 1. So let's beam cell All for One here. And I can flex beam cell Repto finally. It's Flash of Steel. Okay. Shame sucks. It's a shame, you might say. But we full block this. So, what do I care? Pretty safe next turn with Dark Shackles. Hold both of these. And we're not even getting attacked this turn. Amazing. And I can reprogram. And I want to beam cell and count gamble. Cool. Draw a bunch. Strike all the times. Piercing Wail should keep me pretty safe here. Repto's not attacking. Oh, this is a bad draw, though. This is a very bad draw. I guess what I do is I piercing wail, defend, and hold these 2 cards for next turn. When hopefully All for One is going to bail us out in a big way. I'd like to kill Repto this turn. Might not happen though. Let's see what Backflip says. I might need that energy potion here too. This might be close. If I flex Beam Cell Repto for 10. Meteor Strike does 45. Streamline does 39. And Strike does 12. Holy shit. That was so fucking scary. Bag of Preparation's amazing. Attack Potion is also really good. And I'm taking Go for the Eyes. We have All for One. I have no weaken. It's a no-brainer. Alright. Let's recall here. And I'm probably going to upgrade Go for the Eyes. We'll see what we get offered, though. Maybe we'll get something really cool. Okay. Let's just reprogram Flash Steel on the front one, I guess. Okay, this is a good Count Gamble. Let's do that. Beam Cell. Backflip before I All for One? Yeah, that's why. Now we All for One. Now I can flex again. Go for the Eyes, kills him. Let's Flash Steel to kill him. We Beam Cell. And I don't retain it. Alright, pretty solid first turn against the Dorklings. Hopefully that continues being the case. Meteor Strike does not kill this one. But I can strike and auto shields after the fact. Oh wait, and lightning helped me. Okay, cool. Now maybe I go looking for something better. Let's auto shields Count Gamble. Okay, charge battery, cool. Full block. Bonus energy next turn. We're probably not gonna need. God, if I could have one wish. If the Spire wants to hear me and grant my wish right now, please, please give me a copy of Skim after this fight. I need Skim so bad. Skim would do everything for this deck. Bias Cognition. I mean, I'll just play it so we don't redraw it. It doesn't really do anything. We're going to keep losing focus. Isn't that scary? Oh, wait. Plasma doesn't give a shit. And neither do I. Alright. Yeah, I think taking the Streamline was the right play. It's kind of working out for me. Alright. Not a bad fight. We get a Smoke Bomb. We can Smoke Bomb the boss. And Crescendo's wild. Probably skip here. These are not the draw cards I asked for. It's fine, though. Do I have an upgrade I care about? One of the Count Gambles might be kind of cool. Flex would be nice. Flex feels like kind of a greedy play, though. I'm gonna sleep, I think. Let's just rest. Try to get back to Act 4 here. Okay. Great turn for Turbo, because I have a lot of draw. So let's use that right off the bat. I'm going to reprogram Turbo. Let's Master Strat first. That's fine. Do want to kill the Donut first here. Okay, there's a Beam Cell. If I backflip into All for One, I'll be very happy. Okay, we didn't do that. We did get the other Beam Cell, though. So it's going to be there when All for One is ready. And I think we just strike, charge battery, defend. And I don't have retain yet, which sucks. Take a little tiny bit of damage here. But I'm okay with that. I'd rather keep Dark Shackles and Impervious around. So, solid turn. We did waste a little energy there. Guess I didn't need to play the turbo. This is not a solid turn. This is a horrible turn. So I'm going to strike 3 times and defend because I have no other options. And we're going to be frail and lose a bunch of health. Okay. All the cool stuff on the bottom. Wouldn't you know it? I think I just count gamble here. Not worth playing the flex because I needed to get to that all for one, and if I played that flex we would not have gotten to the all for one, so glad I did it that way. All for one gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, so that means I need to play something first. Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike, all for one. Okay. Now I think what I do is we're going to flex. I'm actually going to beam cell on this guy both times so I can get Dark Shackles on him. A little Flash of Steel. I'll turbo 2 Well-Laid Plans. And 50-50 shot. If I count gamble, we get Piercing Wail, and that can full block. And I have retain, so I like the idea of being able to retain, Pummel Strike, go for the eyes for next turn, even if we do take the 12 here. Feels worth it. Okay. I guess we take 8 this turn. Yeah, retain Ascender's Bane. He's doing everything for me. Okay, this fight's getting scary. Can always Wraith form. If it gets even scarier. Yeah, this feels like Wraith form time. I don't know if I kill fast enough, though. But we better hope I do. Now, let's see what White Noise has. Okay, I can draw off a Wraith form. Let's do that. Reprogram. Cool. Definitely need to play that more. And then I'll hold Piercing Wail Strike for next turn. Because I guess Defend was better than Piercing Wail to block the chip. But I have Backflip anyway, so I don't care. Yeah, so hold both Defends now. God, these have been horrible draws. Really, really unfortunate draw order in this fight. Could cause me to die here. Yeah, it's very unlucky draw order. Seeing the all for one first when none of my zero cost stuff is there yet is just bad. Meteor Strike, obviously, we play that every time we see it. And then I auto shields. Just play all the cards, right? Impervious, defend. Nice Tri-Stone Calendar. You helped a little bit. Okay. Finally get to play Streamline. Hold Charge Battery for next turn. Probably gonna die here, honestly. I think this draw order was just way too bad for me to get through this fight. So, we auto shields Charge Battery, and yeah, I'm dead. So let's use potions, I guess. Hyper Beam. Too little, too late. Do I live with the health, though? We're gonna find out. What's that? It's 50? Yeah, I live. We get one more turn here. This was a fun run, though, so I'm not upset about it. It's really fucking hard playing Defect. I say it a lot, I'll say it every single time we play Defect. There's nothing easy about this character. And even when you could theoretically have some, you know, have some fun, go negative focus, you need a lot of things to make this work. We didn't get offered a single copy of Hologram this whole run. We didn't get offered Rebound. Both of those are things that would have made this deck actually work, but as it is, we die. And I'm fine with that. We made it to the boss in Act 3 at least. And we're going to call this an episode. So, with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.